Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to the Q&A session live on Ahl al-Bayt TV this Sunday evening with our guest, as always, Sayyid Muhammad Musawi. Sayyidna, you answered the question prior to the break with regards to Mut'ah, and I actually have a follow-on question which is from a different viewer. Salams.
Alaikum assalam.
My question is, if somebody does Mut'ah and the woman gets pregnant, does the baby inherit the wealth as his own children? On what? And then the second or the following question is, on what page number does it indicate on Risala about this mas'ala of Agha Sistani?
Okay.
If you can let him know. We do have an international call, so I don't know whether you want to answer this.
Take the call.
Okay, we'll take the call first. Oh, apparently the call has gone. Well, inshallah, if you would like to call back, our caller from South Africa, then please do.
I say that Muta Marriage and permanent marriage are same in most of the rules, with few exceptions. The exceptions or the differences between Muta marriage and permanent marriage are few. Like, in permanent marriage, the husband is responsible to spend on his wife, while in Muta marriage, temporary marriage, there is no financial responsibility on the husband to spend on the wife. Number two, in permanent marriage, if anyone from them dies, the other inherits. While in Muta marriage, there is no inheritance between them. The matter of children are exactly same. The child from permanent marriage has rights which are equal to the child of the temporary marriage. Not more, not less. So, from temporary marriage, any child will get all the rights of the child from permanent marriage, including his or her share from the inheritance. About the Risala al-Amaliyya, we have got many Risalas, even for Ayatollah al-Uzma Sayyid Ali al-Husayni al-Sistani. They are Minhaj al-Salihin, al-Masail al-Muntakhaba. We have got also the al-Fiqh al-Muyassar, and all those are in Arabic. We have in Persian, in English. But if you don't find any mas'ala in the Amaliyya or in the Risala al-Amaliyya, that does not mean that the mas'ala does not exist. The Risala al-Amaliyya has many matters, many rules, but it does not have all the rules. No. Yes,
Okay,
please.
thank you very much. I think we have our caller back. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yes, brother, thank you for calling in. I believe you're calling from South Africa?
That's right.
Okay, thank
My
you.
name is Yusuf Abu Shuaib.
Okay.
Look, I've been switching on the Ahl al-Bayt program, and I've been listening for quite some time from last week.
If your television is on in the background, if you could turn it off.
Yes,
please.
I'm switching the television off, yes.
Thank you.
I have one or two questions for the Sheikh, and one or two things have been bothering me is, well, the most current one is the Muta Marriage he's talking about. I would like to ask the Sheikh himself personally, if he has daughters himself, I mean, would he allow me to marry any of his daughters in Muta Marriage?
Okay.
If the Sheikh has daughters,
Okay.
I would like to know, would he allow me to marry any of his daughters in a Muta Marriage?
Okay.
Number one. Number two is this. I'm a lover of the Ahl al-Bayt. I'm a sincere lover of the Ahlul Bayt. But I wouldn't discount the first 3 Khulafa Rashidin because I have no evidence, I've come across no evidence where when Hazrat Abu Bakr was the first Khalifa and Hazrat Ali never objected to him being the Khalif. Secondly, when Hazrat Umar, one would say, no, Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Ali, Imam Ali out of respect wouldn't object to Hazrat Abu Bakr. But when Hazrat Usman and Hazrat Umar were Khalif, Hazrat Ali, even they did not object to them being Khalif. And when Imam Ali came as the 4th Khulafa Rashidin, at that point in time, even then he didn't object. He never said, there's no evidence anywhere, he never said that Abu Bakr or Umar or Usman usurped the power of the Ahlul Bayt. So when Imam Ali never objected, who are we to say that?
Okay.
So that is my one fundamental question, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much for your calls and your questions as well. Keep listening, inshallah.
Okay. Number one, my brother, I welcome you as a viewer to this TV station. I hope that you will remain viewing and listening and thinking and researching. Then you will see the real teachings of Islam. You say that you are a lover of Ahlul Bayt, but in the same time that you feel that you are a lover of Ahlul Bayt, you also love and respect people who have taken the right of Ahlul Bayt and who had, in fact, very sad history with Ahlul Bayt recorded in the Bukhari itself. If you believe in Bukhari, I think you believe in Bukhari as one of the most important books according to you. Go to Bukhari and see whether Fatima alayhi salam, who is from Ahlul Bayt, the mother of Ahlul Bayt, the center of the infallibility, see what Bukhari says about the relationship between Fatima and the first caliph of Saqifa. So I don't want to impose on you anything. I just want to invite you to read. Read. You claimed, my brother, that when Ali ibn Abi Talib himself did not object, who said he did not object? I mean, you are being a statement from you. Have you read what Ali ibn Abi Talib said about them? You didn't read. Because you didn't read, you say that when he did not object, no, he did object. He did object not one time, many times. You want a document? Go to the famous sermon which is called Shakshkiya. Shakshkiya, which is narrated in many books. Shakshkiya. Read what Imam Ali alayhi salam said about the first caliph of Saqifa, the second caliph of Saqifa, the third caliph of Saqifa. Read what he said. If you read, then you will know. Okay. We cannot be lovers of Ahlul Bayt and lovers of their enemies at the same time. I cannot be a lover of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his whole progeny, and at the same time lover of his enemies, those who hurted him, who harmed him. No. Because Allah has given us one heart. Allah said in the Quran, مَا جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِرَجُلٍ مِّن قَلْبَيْنِ فِي جَوْفِهِ. Allah didn't create for anyone two hearts in his chest. Only one heart. One heart. So either we love the pious We cannot love their enemies. Now, I go back to your first question. Do I permit my own daughter to marry a temporary marriage? I answer, when the Prophet tells me to do that, do you want me to refuse the Prophet? If you are being told by the Prophet that your daughter is allowed to get married, temporary marriage, will you reject the Prophet? Will you refuse the order of the Prophet? And also, not everything allowed must be practiced. It is not wajib. We have got in Islam 5 degrees, 5 rules. Wajib, must, means, for example, morning prayers, Dhuhr prayers, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, must. We have got mustahab, sunnah, sunnat. If you perform it, you'll get reward. If you don't perform it, you will not be punished, but you will just lose reward. Muta marriage is not obligatory. So you cannot tell me that you must do that. No, it is not obligatory on me. Muta marriage is allowed by the Quran and by the Prophet. Go and object on Quran if you wish. Go and object on the Prophet if you wish. You see, in Islam, it is allowed to marry 4. Okay? Now your daughter is being proposed by someone who has already 3 wives and he wants your daughter as a 4th wife. Will you give him? If you give him, you are not doing anything haram. But it is not must on you to accept his proposal, though it is not haram. So, when something is allowed, it does not mean that it is must on everyone. It is allowed. Those who claim that it is not allowed are changing the religion, are trying to change the word of Allah. They are making life of Muslims sinful life because they are following someone who decided to stop something which was allowed, and it will remain allowed. If you have any answer, my brother, please call again.
Okay, before we move on, can we maybe focus a little bit? You mentioned Shakshkiya, the sermon where he mentions his right was usurped. But the brother mentioned how he cooperated with, or maybe he didn't actually, this is me. Many people mentioned that he cooperated with, he even gave advice to the second caliph when there was a battle, for example. He advised him, stay in Medina, don't go to the battlefield. He interacted with the government.
Imam Ali alayhi salam was always for the interest of Islam and Muslims. He never supported the persons who were on chair of Saqifa. Saqifa people were Saqifa people. But when Imam Ali he saw that there is a danger on Islam, he supported the aim of Islam. That does not mean that he was supporting the ruler. Nowadays, if you are in any Muslim country with a corrupt king or whatever, and the Muslim country is endangered by attack, you as a Muslim must support the aim of the Muslim country. You don't care who is the king. So Imam Ali alayhi salam said,